the conversation we have all here could have been in the podcast. Okay.
Yeah,
no, but we haven't started an intro. In fact,
Yeah.
as a matter of fact, speaking of the intros, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Talk of All That Is Random, where we talk about the logical or even the magical. Sit back and relax. And enjoy a bowl of 11 p.m. cereal.
episode 2. It's been so
It's
fucking
been
long.
a year. It's been an actual
Holy
year
shit.
because we recorded the first one for Christmas.
And
And
I
it
was
is,
not
No, no,
there.
no, no. Wait,
yeah,
I was not there.
No,
wait.
no, no,
No, no,
hold
no.
on.
The first episode of 11 p.m. serial was what's it
Three
called?
months ago.
Yeah,
was it?
3 months ago, we were talking
Oh,
about
wait.
Cominfo.
Yep.
Oh, right.
Aside
That bullshit. I forgot. I
yeah.
completely,
Like
buried that.
I know I mentioned that this series is supposed to be something you can put out quickly, and it is because I literally just slap like a background image onto it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we haven't had the time to record. That's the main problem.
Yeah, no. As soon as college started for all of us, I got stacked with so much shit that I'm here to learn because I took on psychology. I'm here to be a psychologist. But right now I feel like I need a therapist more than ever.
Well, welcome to the university life.
I hate
University
it.
life
Thank
kind
you.
of sucks. I wanna go
No.
back, bro.
Yeah, like
I
literally, I'm living it right now, bruh.
I just want a job. Can't I just job?
I just want to drop by and find a part-time job in Indomaret or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I, yeah, and Matt moved to the Netherlands now. I believe I'm sure he's mentioned that in previous videos. Ones I haven't for so long.
Mm.
He's living in the Netherlands, and also God, I every time I remember. Oh yeah, Matt not only lives in the Netherlands. What the fuck was that housing bullshit that you had to deal with?
Oh yes, that's referred to as the housing crisis.
The housing crisis.
I have like a proper place now, so I'm fine now. But yeah,
Yeah, but you
housing
you said
crisis.
you were like fucking not kicked out, but more like, oh sorry, the rooms that we promised you for college thing, the dorm rooms we promised you
No,
were
there
kind
were
of
no
full.
dorm. There are no dorms here. Basically, what happened was there was this university had like a system to like assist fresh students. Basically, you get a room for a year and then you have to move out. But essentially, what happened was they just ran out of space, and
Yeah, and
I
then you
wasn't
had
the
this.
yeah I wasn't the only one, but yeah they just ran out of space, and I had to live
What,
like a month and a half in hotel.
yeah, you also
I
said it was a student
damn.
hotel. Was that just like a refugee area for like those students who didn't get it as well? Were you like,
Well, I mean, the student hotel has two types of bookings. They have like the regular bookings, which is 100 a night, and then they have the
Hmm.
semester bookings, which is 800 a month. And the semester bookings were completely full.
Hmm.
okay, wait, no, but my question is like, was there anybody else like from your college also staying in that same hotel, or was it
Yeah,
just something you
yeah.
found? Oh, okay,
A
so it
lot of,
was just
but a lot of them have the semester bookings.
okay, yeah, fair enough.
I mean,
Hey,
damn. Living in
I
a
don't know.
hotel for
Yeah.
Yeah,
for
that
Well,
is
for a semester. I mean,
yeah.
like that's not bad, but
that would drain your fucking wallet.
no
Yeah.
shit, my friend. Like 800 a month is like what the
No, like, cause like 800 a month, that's for the semester bookings. The semester bookings were full, so I had to use the regular bookings, which was 100 a night.
Yeah,
Bruh.
and, 100 a night, and you stayed there for like almost a month,
Month
which
and a
means
half.
a month and a half, which means that would have costed you three
4,500 ish.
4,500 euro.
you could have you could
Jesus,
have saved with the semester
you could
booking, but
have actually bought like a decent rig.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That
mean, my
actually,
current like I did actually find like a proper place. My current rent is like 600 something a month. So
okay, yeah, that's
oh, that's not bad.
immensely improved.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's way better.
I honestly like with the way my fucking life is out now. If it wasn't for the fact that I still haven't fully learned how to cook yet, I would have like find because a friend of mine who has a rent here, my college building has like their rent is free water on water and electricity included, and well. and that shit is only like 1,600,000, I think, 1,600,000 rupiah, which is like basically $10.
It's Jakarta.
Not
That's
10 bucks.
that's
It's a
that's
hundred. It's
Jakarta.
a hundred.
That's Jakarta, right?
You know?
Or
Yeah, that's central as well. That's central. So that is a
Oh,
steal.
yikes.
I mean, in Malang, yeah, it's a kind of a steal in here in Malang. It's like mine, including with Wi-Fi, free electricity, free rice, and all of that for 950 a month.
Wait. Free rice, free Wi-Fi, and free electricity.
Yeah, you
What
can
about,
buy
what about water? Water
you
is
can buy water in the place here for 20K per gallon. So yeah,
Jesus. Per gallon. I
yeah, per
mean,
gallon, not per bottle. Freaking
no. Even then, like a gallon of water is like you gotta be real careful with how you shower.
I mean, the shower here are fine, I guess, but yeah, the most important thing is across the university.
Yeah, no.
It's cheap too.
I
Damn.
I have to like because I'm still from where I usually live. I'm still in my parents' house and like that. I have to go by bus from my house to my college place is like fucking an hour and a half. God wills it.
Ooh,
If he does not, then it is a 2 to 2.5 hour ride, depending on
yikes.
how much Central wants to be Central. And and
Is it that bad, really?
it's awful. Cause okay, there are two routes I can take. There's one that I have to go through bus station called Harmony, which is four bus four set not yeah no four separate bus routes jammed into one. It's tiny. It hasn't been
Oh,
renovated
God.
since like 2001. Has no bathroom and is just like on top of a fucking river.
Jesus. Oh,
Like if your phone falls, good fucking riddance.
Jesus, man.
And
Oh,
yeah, and because it's like four routes intersected to one, like it can be crazy fucking like just jammed up, just millions of
Hold
fucking
on.
people, like hundreds of thousands
I need to see
in
this
that
on Google
small
Maps.
fucking bus. It's not that small. It's like at least like say I think it was like I think it's like 100, maybe seven. It's like 70 meters long and like around 10 meters
hmm.
wide. But that's about it. Not even 10 meters actually. I'd say about like 7 meters
Can I,
wide.
So I searched up the Halte Harmony on Google
Yes.
Maps, and there is at
uh,
least I see at least 12 buses from the satellite view.
Yes. So the thing is, the other thing is with Halta Harmony that makes it awful is that all the bus sort of ports where the bus will like uh sort of stop and dock itself with the station are aligned. They are not separated. They are not like multiple streets where the buses can like dock at the same time. They have to wait in line, meaning that not only do you have to wait for like because I live in a like very like living area of like Jakarta as well. Like where I live in is very dense. It's a lot of people live where I live. So my route back home, if I go home at 4 or even 3:30, I am not going home. There will be
bruh.
thousands of people in line jamming themselves inside the bus. That is how bad Harmony. It's horrible, which is why I always take the second route, which is a route that goes to Gelora Bung Karno, Gbk, which goes directly to Central without having to stop. And after I get there, I just have to like take two stations down to my college place because my college is literally like in front of the other station. And like that's the route I always take because I'm not a fucking insane person. The only problem with Yebeka's route is that there is one section like the moment when you get to the last station, which is the Gebeka one, you have to go through like this pass bridge just going on top of the street, and that bridge in the morning will always be full because it's still central and everybody works here,
Oh god.
and that's by bus. That costs like 300 that cost me 300 not 300, sorry, fucking 30,000 rupiah a day, like back and forth from
Oh,
my home
that's
to my
that's
college.
actually about the
30,000.
same
Yeah,
price as
that's
my
yeah,
bus.
yeah.
Yes.
That's not bad to be honest.
Yeah.
But
And the
imagine,
only problem, of course, being the time. It's not the worst. If I were to do if I were to go to my college in BSD, it would be 50,000, and I would have to go there by train. It's
Jesus.
50,000 because I have to go to the train station, which is about 15 rupiah. You know, go to the train station, get on the train, you go to the train station that is the closest to the college building, and then from that station I have to order another Gojek, which is another 15,000 rupiah. So
Damn.
actually, that's actually 60,000 total technically, but I usually have promo, so I save a lot of money.
Hmm.
Huh.
yeah. I mean, I never.
Yeah.
I think I went to Jakarta once, but I can't remember my experience there at all because
Traffic jam.
I all I remember so far was like, oh, there's a bus station here because we never have a bus station in my hometown
Hmm.
because literally it's a small ass town.
Yeah.
And like when I first rode it, I was like the first time I rode the bus there, I went through the women women section. I was like, can I sit here? I was like, no, go to the other side where the male goes. I was like, why though? I was like thinking, why do we have to sit separately? I was thinking like that when I was small. and then that was all that I can remember when I was in Jakarta.
Bruh.
Yeah. I mean, my
Yeah.
experience with public transport is, well, there's this specific bus because like I've actually recently moved places because my previous place was more temporary and it was more expensive than my current one. But that one was south of like the city center, and there were two buses running that route, bus 15 and bus 16. Bus 16 has a tendency to clip into the shadow rail.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
can
Straight
you
up.
explain?
Well, so bus 16 and bus 15, they go to, because I'm in Eindhoven, and they go to Veldhoven, which is like southwest, but they go through the same like neighborhoods. Well, they have the same route. And so theoretically, the bus back to station is every 15 minutes. Um, some like because like when you're waiting at the bus station, normally what happens is the southbound bus comes around. Then about 3 or 5 minutes later, the northbound bus comes around, and you take the northbound bus because you go to the city center. Sometimes the northbound bus just doesn't appear. it just and it's always bus number 16. Because like even like because sometimes, well, I mean like when I'm at the station and I'm going back home, and sometimes bus 16 just like because they have like this at the arrivals, and then you have like the time estimated. And at one
Oh god, time estimated never work. There's no time estimated in public transportation ever tells the fucking truth.
So
Do not.
so like so like the bus is gone,
but
just
okay,
gone,
there
just like
is
that.
I have a photo of it, but for those who listen to the podcast, basically, when the bus is like like it's like basically there's a symbol which like the bus symbol replaces like the number of the time, and that basically means like the bus is basically right here, get ready. So
Hmm.
that appeared on the platform, and so everyone just goes to the platform, and it just doesn't appear.
Yeah, but
Hold
and
on.
wait, does it
Bruh.
does the like screen then just proceed on and like just the bus like symbol previously just disappears?
Yeah, it just disappears. Hold
Oh
on,
Bro,
yeah,
that's
no,
a
I
that's
found
bro,
the
exactly
photo.
what happens.
I found the photo.
bro, that's a ghost bus right there. What the hell?
Genuine.
Bro.
Yeah.
without a
Yeah.
vehicle.
Let me just hold on. I sent the photo.
Okay. In the meantime, so on the topic of public transport, I don't think I've used public transport in before I moved to Germany, aside from the taxi.
Honestly, be fucking thankful. Cause
Well,
like
Because
in those
because I had a
public,
driver.
yeah, yeah, fucking privileged ass. Uh,
Although
honestly,
in
right?
Germany,
Hmm?
go on.
No, you go
So
first.
okay, so in Germany, my first days of using public transport, like basically every day, was school, basically school bus, because my school is somewhere in. Hold on, where the hell is it? For
Honestly, if you remove like some of like any semblance of human like activity in this photo, this would look like a fucking liminal space. This looks like the back rooms.
Oh.
bro. Okay, I
wait.
found. Okay, I found it. Okay, I found my old school. My old school
Oh.
in Germany, Frankfurt International School.
Oh,
I
damn.
remember I have to take an U-Bahn, the U-Bahn. I'm trying to find where the bloody U-Bahn station is.
Actually, like, cause I think previously with the housing crisis, a lot of students actually live like outside of Eindhoven, like in completely other cities, and they have to take like 1 hour on the train to get here.
Oh,
Yeah,
like I
that's
found the
the thing I have
station.
to do.
I found the station. It's like somewhere near Hulmark, and I live and Frankfurt International School is located somewhere in Oberursel, and I live all the way in Wiesbaden, which requires me to use either a school bus or the school provided transport,
Damn.
or I have to board two different trains. I have to board a subway, and then I have to board the S-Bahn to Wiesbaden.
Hmm.
But sometime later, during my 2 year stay in Germany, I then moved to Oberursel, so I only need to take the subway home if I'm like going home in the evening. But otherwise it's the school bus for me, like school provided
Hmm.
free transport.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, school buses are like the most tame versions of buses, second only
Yes.
to like fucking
Yeah.
like not vacation buses, tour buses. But like, okay, here's the thing, right? You should be thankful you have never done Indonesian public transport because okay, so have you ever had this feeling like as a kid, maybe you're on public transport and there are people who sit and there are people who stand and like
Oh
grab
yeah, yeah,
the
yeah.
wait thingy. As a kid, personally for me, I would always want to like stand because I look like it makes me look cool, an adult thing, and looks fun. Now, as a grown fucking adult, I will claw somebody to get a seat. I so when I was going home from college and I was waiting at the Gibeka station going back to where I live, um 15 buses passed.
Oh,
None of
Jesus
them
Christ.
none of them go to the place I want. The place is
Oh
filling up.
god,
All these people want to go the same direction that I did.
Oh my god.
And and like I was in front of the very front of the line, right? But that doesn't mean that I will probably get a seat because there's the possibility of people pushing. And like I
Hmm.
know for a fact that on the other side, like on the other door, there was an old lady who got pushed down onto the floor. And like
bro,
actual bus.
Damn.
But in
bro.
any other scenario, I would have said, "Oh God, I feel bad for her." But in that current scenario, in that very situation, my mind was on the mindset of the weak shall fall.
It's life or
Genuinely,
death over here. It's like
genuinely. While I was line chatting with my friend, the fact that I was fuming online, I was just like I was
Big mouth.
typing fucking death. I said in chat, I don't care if I have to push an old lady down on the highway. I will kill if you take my
Damn.
I
Actually,
wanna
like.
go home. It's like
I
actually,
was
hold
so
on.
yeah.
Uh, I just remembered from like the memories that I've kind of erased from my mind in childhood. I just remembered I have experience with public transport, but not as much. It's I. There was one time, however, where I was going to school with through Tanjung Priok, right?
Oh
And
no!
yeah, yeah, fucking Tanjung Priok. The traffic there can be a literal fucking nightmare.
It's nowadays now. I don't know how long that was, but like with the new updates to like the Transjakarta metro system, because like there's been like I think in 2010 from the orange buses that used to be used, they're now blue buses. And like
Oh.
the
Bruh.
routes have been updated and stuff like that. But the thing that makes Tanjung Priok horrible now is not the fact that it's like super super trafficy or anything like that. It's the fact that like it has no bus. It basically has none. The last time I saw a bus saying to Tanjung Priok was once 2 months ago.
Jeez.
Bruh. Bruh.
And I was just like, God, I feel bad for anybody who lives in Priok. Except, thank God, nobody lives there. Yeah, unless you're like, oh, like if you live in Tanjung Priok, okay, you probably do live there. But like, why would you go to Central? Because you probably have like a fishing job. Why would you ever go to Central? And yeah, and like, God, what? Oh no, another thing was as well with the whole bus seat thing as well. The recent thing happened like a few was it a few days or no, it was like the final day of like my midterm exam. I
Oh
was
no.
I was studying on the bus. I made the hefty mistake of sitting. I was sitting on like the further back row of seats, but it was like the seat to the most front of the back row, the one that was facing like in front of me was just the doors, which
Okay.
is a big mistake. Rule one: if you want a seat and not have it taken, always sit in the back. Never sit in.
Yeah.
If you want to mind your own fucking business, always sit in the back. And I
Be an
made the mistake
introvert.
of yeah,
Oh,
and I made the
bro.
mistake. I made the mistake of sitting in the front, in the further, like frontal row. This
Oh,
lady,
bruh.
this lady, fucking walked up to me. No big bags. No, not pregnant, not old, very young. Said to me just, "Can I have the seat?" Murder, murderous intent flew through me,
Like
and I was,
literally
and
at that point, Kenny is about like I think at that
I,
point you were like a strand of hair away from committing a war crime in a
like,
bus.
I was about to like audition for a live action God of War. I was about to go full Spartan on this bitch, but because I was rational and also like I did not want to have to deal with a self-entitled Karen because I did not want to because I thought of that possibility and I was just like, okay, fine, you can have the seat. And I stood up. The problem is the bus was already quite filled, and I had to sit. So basically, in the back row, there is um like a bit of a spike up for the like the it's a bit more elevated than the
Yeah.
rest of the bus floors, and I was standing right in front of like the elevation point,
Oh
so
no.
my legs were hitting the corner of the other floor,
Oh
and
yikes.
it hurt
Oh
bit.
shit.
That's pain right there, man.
I
Pain.
I she and then you know the audacity of this woman. She was having a full-on WhatsApp call. Not she was having a full-on WhatsApp call. No headphones. Not even lowering her voice. Full-on speaker. In fact, everybody looked at her. She didn't bat an eye. And at that point, I was genuinely like, every breath I took, there was a fuck you under it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot. Hold on. Can I send a picture of what the U-Bahn looks like in Germany?
I
Oh
mean, go
god.
ahead. It won't be in the video, but go ahead.
Yeah, not gonna lie. It's like you like every like public transportation. There's a risk
Yeah.
There's
of
a
Yeah.
risk
anything
here.
could happen. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
This is what the trains look like. This is what the train that I used to take usually look like, more or less.
Oh God. Oh, that's not even a train. That is a fucking cart, my dude.
That's a light rail thing. That's basically a
It's a
tram.
yeah.
That's a bus train.
It's
Yeah,
a
it
it's a
looks like a bus. Yeah.
it does look like a bus frame. It's just a bus frame that they gave track. Just
yeah,
a
that's
bus.
the U-Bahn I take. That's the
That's
U-Bahn I usually take.
The fucking.
That's just a bus with train tracks on it, and it's not even like big train tracks. It's like a monorail.
is it
Oh,
slow
it's
or like
slow,
normal?
yes. Like
Oh
it's like
god.
slow, normal train speed.
Ooh,
Slow.
Oh,
I went into
Oh.
Google Maps to like check out the bus station that I normally take, and there was the first image I see in Street View is a guy's face.
oh.
Oh, he's holding up the camera.
Honestly, right? I like there. Oh, shall I also tell you guys of like my first ever like train experience though?
Oh
I
god.
think I was actually
Oh,
no, no, I was telling you guys about it while I was there. It was the one where like I felt like dying because I had a stomach ache because I had beans in the morning.
Oh god.
I
oh
told you guys this story
Bruh.
Jesus.
before. And yeah, I was going to the BSD college area because I had an interview that I had to interview a bunch of people there for like my first assignment, and I was
Yeah.
just like, okay, I'll just train there. Like it's a good experience for me because it'll be my first time riding on trains. I had a stomach ache. I was stuck in like the final station's bathroom for like 30 minutes. But the thing that was most hell about it was at the last station, like at the last like sort of transfer station where I had to like transfer from one train to another. Um, I was feeling so sick and so like just not good that I looked at the train tracks and I was about to, and I felt like in my mind I was just going, I wonder if isekai animes are real.
Oh god.
What
Oh
the
God.
This is a joke. This is a
Candy,
joke.
no.
This is a joke
Candy,
for all the
no.
weebs. This is a joke for all the weebs. But like, if anybody remembers, I was about to fucking recreate the first scene of Recreators. Nobody knows that. Nobody here
uh,
knows that scene. But if you're a weeb and if you've watched Recreators, you know. If you know, you know.
I mean I watch a
Oh
lot
my
of
lord.
animes, but I don't like what the hell? I don't
In
even
the
watch them.
meantime. Oh God.
And then
In the
like this,
meantime,
yeah.
uh,
No, you
in
go
the
first.
meantime, I'm looking at Google Maps. I'm looking at Google Map. I was looking at Google Maps to find where my old school was in Germany.
Yeah.
Uh, and then I came back to Indonesia and I checked if there was like a Google Street View of my housing complex, and there is. I'm looking at my house right now.
That's
I
like the
see.
first
I
thing you
found.
do with Google Street View.
Yeah, if you can like find your house, I did the same thing, and I found my house, and my grandma was in front of the porch.
No, actually,
I was
wait,
just
what's the address? What's the address?
Hey,
Oh
Like,
my
hey, no,
I'm
no,
god.
no, no.
telling
Just
you,
do not tell your fucking address in this fucking podcast.
I have
Otherwise,
your
people can
address.
find your ass.
Hold on, wait. Okay, no. I already have his stupid fucking address,
Yes, we
and I
actually
am like,
already have Gavin's address for emergency
yeah.
purposes.
Oh no, not emergency purposes. No, for just murder purposes, really. Like,
Well, initially it was for emergency purposes.
yeah, because of the fucking death chip.
oh yeah, no, just like,
God, I I feel like
oh shit.
I have death chips again. Like onion rings
Did
this time.
you
Ghost
buy
pepper.
them again?
I've been
He
buying
does it
them for
every
some
month.
time.
He buys one every month, bro. Oh shit.
Oh my
What the?
god.
Anyway,
What is?
no. Anyways, back to my home. It's apparently according to Google, this Street View where it shows my home is since 2019, and I can't tell because that's my two old cars that I don't have anymore. My Honda Jazz and my BMW.
Two cars. And you
Yeah,
own both of them.
no, that's our family's cars. Correction.
Yeah, but your family owns both of them.
Yeah.
Communism.
Oh, bro.
So,
But
Family.
Jesus Christ. Oh, bro, they updated the fucking Google Maps of my house. Then that's my new chair
Yeah.
outside.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna check my house as well.
Oh,
It's like
I'm gonna
good.
check it. I'm gonna check it incognito just in case something happens.
What you think the CIA is gonna want to know where you fucking live? They
Fuck no.
already
I
know,
mean my
bro. They
friends and
already
I
know.
mean my friends. In case
Oh shit!
someone's
Yeah,
gonna
the
take a look at my
the
laptop.
Street View also updated, and it shows my house being renovated.
Huh.
There's
Your house is
a
wait. Your house is still not done being renovated.
no,
Jesus, it's
no.
been
It
a
was no, no,
year.
no. It was when it was still being renovated. It was March
Oh,
2021.
okay,
Okay,
that's
like
fair.
okay. On the Street View of my house being renovated, there's a guy on a bike. Like selling sachets of coffee and shit, and group.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
And all the workers were
Ah,
just gathering around this motorcycle. Oh.
But but yeah. Wait. Speaking about that, I actually found my old German address.
Damn.
no, no.
It's somewhere at Weiskirchen, Germany.
Jim will kill you for butchering those pronunciations.
Oh,
He'll
this is
kill you for
actually
doing just anything. Honestly,
okay. This is
He's
Wait,
actually pretty.
where's the bloody Weiskirchen Osts? Eh,
eh.
Breitwart.
Regensburg.
Anyways, I'm trying to find the Weiskirchen Ost station. Yeah, Weiskirchen Ost, Oberursel, Germany.
We should.
Oh my fucking god, I feel so old!
Like
Don't we all?
when was the last time you were there?
Like 2010s? Like in the 2010s? That's where I first discovered War Thunder?
Oh,
It
I'm
feels
so
1.29.
I'm
I
feels weird
so
to say
sorry
fucking.
this,
for
but it's 12 years ago.
Nah.
you. It has been a full
Oh yeah,
decade,
I
my friend.
remember. I remember that there's also an Edeka near my old home in Oberursel. Context, Edeka is basically like think of it as like it's a supermarket. Think of it like
Yeah,
yeah,
brand.
yeah. I think I found the house number 2 of my old house. I oh my god, those
don't
were better
Y-
fucking times, man.
don't
I,
dox
I
yourself.
I swear to God,
Nah, I don't live there anymore.
if there
I
is
don't live there
any one
anymore.
of, I know you don't live there anymore, but I swear to God, if there is any one of us who will accidentally, no shot, accidentally dox themselves, it's Gavin.
Nah, nah.
Okay.
Anyways, yeah, there's an Edeka close to my home. Oh my fucking god.
Mean,
Man, those were really better times.
Were
meanwhile, in my
they?
street view, it's really quiet.
Yeah, it's like back then, before high school times were just simpler times.
I had fucking I had
There's no
fucking
COVID. There's no COVID. There's no like
yeah,
none
no,
of the
I had
crazy.
fucking online classes.
Oh yeah, because
People go like fucking high school best years of my life. I was like, y'all had high school.
What high
I was
school?
there with you, man.
I swear to
Oh
God,
my.
high school. I just remember absolutely doing nothing. I didn't do any of the tasks. I barely like I showed up, but like I wasn't fucking talking. Hell no, I didn't open my camera. Um, now
Oh my lord.
online classes, I was scared of doing the same thing, but honestly, online classes that, but also a million times more stressful because I haven't told this to you guys yet. I think I have actually. I don't remember, but I passed most of my exams except two of them.
Ooh.
One of them, I have to review a movie on for my remedial, which is still a work in progress. Due Saturday, which is not a good thing, but you know what? I will work overtime Friday. I always do that anyways, because procrastination. Um, and
That's fine.
Oh god.
another one of the remedials is so technically speaking, I did pass. I got a 58, which is a passing grade. However, the professor said, "Oh, I would rather you guys have a 65 minimal. And so what she
Well,
decided to do was for
pop quiz.
yeah,
That one, right?
I said this one, yeah,
Oh,
65. Like every session, you guys will get a pop quiz. I won't tell you who's gonna get what. So you guys are just going to have to study every
Jesus.
bruh.
like,
And
and
so
it's not
far,
like an easy
yeah,
and
so
I
far,
still haven't gotten. I
Kenny
still
haven't got a
have not.
single one.
I haven't gotten asked. I've helped all of my friends answer their question.
Oh
One of
god.
them got a question about STI and like STIs, and that was like the easiest question. And because all I had to say like, what did STI stand for, and like how do you detect it? Just like medical checkups and shit, which is
Yeah.
like the easiest question ever. And then I didn't get it, and I was just
Oh
like,
god.
okay, please, please let me get a question. Everyone else got like relatively easy questions. Some of them got really fucking difficult ones.
It's a
And
mechanic.
I just pray. The first day of that like pop quiz session, I vomited.
Oh god.
It was so
Did you
stressful.
actually?
I felt like I was about to have a fever. I like stress
Yikes.
vomited, and I felt like I was gonna have a stress induced fever.
Damn, that much?
Oh
Like
Jesus,
my
man.
It,
god.
that is
she's
actually pretty
she's
terrifying.
she's
I
so
mean,
intimidating. You want to know what fucking solidified her like status as the most intimidating person that I have ever met? Um, during offline classes, a wasp got into the class.
Oh no.
Everyone like because the class was mostly girls, 45 people, mostly girls, only 7 dudes. And even the dudes were like not really all that like wanting to do anything. And like one of them was presenting as well. Um, a wasp came to class. And then it landed on like a window frame. She smacked with a book to try and make sure that it didn't get away. But it's not that it was still buzzing in there. And I went to help. I grabbed like a piece of plastic to like catch the bee in. And then someone like offered, oh, just use this paper. It's a lot thicker. And then I used that. But she went to us and said, "Why are none of you helping? You're grown adults. Why are you all like screaming and being scared? That's not very helpful now, is it? Just keep in mind that these people are like still just 18. They're slowly transitioning into this weird from teenage to a young adult phase, which is later explained in the lesson itself, by the way. Um,
Bruh.
No,
Yeah.
and the funny thing was the reason like everyone was scared because because one it's mostly girls. I mean we can't use that reason because she was also a woman. But also like one of the friends that I've met at the time was had a phobia of insects. So that makes sense. And then she talks like that, and I just look at her like, and I just think to myself like, bro, they're so wasp. They're scared. Some of them are scared of insects. That's a reasonable thing to be scared of. I've seen I've seen people scared of water. I'm scared of water. I'm thalassophobic, you bitch. That's offensive. I'm gonna be a Twitter stan in a bit. But yeah, yeah, no, yeah, and then and then everyone was like, yeah, I helped. She didn't get mad at me. I actually think I got some points on her for that. So good
Damn.
for me. Um,
I
Wow.
was
and
thinking,
yeah, I took out the wasp, and then although a funny thing was, she asked me later, "Oh, did you release the wasp?" So I might have crushed it with the paper.
Yeah.
I mean,
I not might have. I intentionally crumpled the paper on it and then just threw it in the trash. I was like, "Oh, you want me to release it? Oh,
oh,
Bruh.
wasp
nah.
incoming. It's like,
No, that wasp is definitely not incoming. That thing is dead.
I
I
mean, like
Bruh.
they're
crushed
friends
uh,
and stuff. It's like,
wasp. I don't think
I'm not
wasps are.
sure.
I
I'm
I
not
don't think
sure,
wasps are hives.
but someday it's gonna be karma one day. I don't fucking
Yeah.
know.
Wait.
No. That one day is today. That one day is the recent few weeks here because I suffer here. There's a like there's a fucking there's something wrong with your college when the literal saying that every student says is it's easy to get in, getting out it will be the hardest thing you will ever do in your life.
Whew.
Um,
Yep.
actually, did I tell you? No, I did tell you guys about this. Actually, no, I told Gavin and Matt story. I don't know if they remember, but I haven't told Crack's story yet. Was that during the orientation of my college because we did it at the same day of 17th of August, which is Independence Day. So they
Mhm.
decided, oh yeah, let's just have the Independence Day ceremony along with the orientation same day, which was like, okay, that's fine. However, they asked us to not only go to the BSD area of the campus, they asked us to get there by 6:30, which was
Dude.
fucking insane. 6:30, everybody had to get there, and most people did not have the time to eat because some of them lived in Bogor and maybe some
Oh
other like
god.
Oh
very
god.
far places.
That's far. Damn.
Yeah, it's fucked as well, considering that they weren't able to eat. We were not allowed to eat our food until the food that we were given until the ceremony was over. And we were only like, most of us were only packing for lunch because they told us, oh, we're gonna be giving you guys food. Okay, so we thought like, okay, we'll just bring lunch then. And the food they gave us was one bit of cake, pastel, satu, and like just one like pastel, which is like this sort of like empanada looking thing, I guess, for some people.
Yeah,
Um,
one pastry basically. Yeah.
yeah, one piece of that, and then some other stuff that I can't remember, which was definitely not enough for people's breakfast, especially since during the ceremony it got really really fucking hot because it's Indonesia, it's a tropical fucking
Yep.
country.
Oh
It
god.
got so hot. I was standing on like the corner of the field, like the very bottom right corner of the field. So my view range was not of other people was not that much. But in that limited view range, 15 to 17 people had to be escorted out by the medical team who was already on standby, by the way. Like they knew this shit would happen, and they went through with it. They like 17 people had to be escorted out. Two of them fully fainted. One
Oh yikes.
one fell on the concrete floor. Like fell on the asphalt like parking lot because we were doing it in the parking lot essentially.
Of
And the
course.
other one fainted on top of like a upperclassman's bag, which honestly that girl's probably having a fucking moment. God, but
A fucking trauma that.
not
Like,
well trauma, and also like that upperclassman has a new crush, has a newfound like lowerclassman crush now, so that's a thing. Probably, I don't know, I don't really know them. But
God
yeah,
damn.
i I looked at that, and like just looking at that I was just like, this was such a bad idea. Why did you go through with it? Like, and that was in the limited view range that I could see. Who knows how many people who could have like fainted from stroke? And then I looked to my side. Some of them who didn't even get escorted had to grab their asthma, like they had to grab their inhalers. Some of them had to like drink their entire supply of water for the day. And like so, like even the people who needed to go to the bathroom were not allowed. Oh yeah, did I also tell you guys we were limited to only 2 bathroom breaks during that entire day?
What the fuck?
We we
Ospek.
it
Kok kayak ospek? Ospek kan
emang
itu?
ospek orientasinya digabung sama ospek juga.
Lalu bahasa Indonesia apa bro?
Ah.
What the hell?
Yeah, no, it's all the aspects and the orientation were basically jammed into one, and there were 2 days of it. The
Oh
first one
my
we get two back. The second one we got one.
god.
And
Bro.
yeah, first one lasted from 6 to like 4 in the fuck evening because
Jesus
it
fuck.
because we like my group section finished around 2, but it rained. And not only that, because of the way the street is, like the street in front of the college building is, it was super jammed because people were going to Aeon, which was near
Oh
there,
my god.
uh, right after, and it caused a full traffic. I got home at 8.
Oh my
I
Jesus.
I remember getting home at 8. I still have some leftovers from lunch, which my grandma heated up along with some other food, and I chowed down on that shit like there was no tomorrow. I was that starving. You know what else was really bad for me? Is that
What?
when I did get out of class, because it was still like jamming outside, they had to stop us from getting out to like the main lobby because the main lobby was super crowded because of COVID. So you know where they stopped me?
Where?
The fucking staircase.
Oh god.
I had to wait on the staircase for at least an hour hour until I was allowed to move to a seat that was like 10 steps in front of
What the fuck?
Yeah, no one was sitting there, and like they didn't even like ask, "Oh, do you want to move to the seat?" No, I had to ask them, "Hey, am I allowed to move to the seat over there? Because like it's like the crowd has like thinned out. Am I allowed to move now?" And they just like, "Oh yeah, yeah, go ahead, sure." Yeah, you could have you could have just saw that and like offered me the guy who was sitting on the stairs alone because you fucker stopped and was just like, "Oh yeah, no, you can just sit on the chair like a normal person." No, I'm supposed to sit on the fucking staircase. You have no
Okay.
idea how much I wanted to fucking shout, like curse out their names at that point.
Now that I
Oh,
think
like
about it, now that I think
I
about it,
mean,
I have better life than you. Like literally, like my life is like
Wow.
so dull. Like I mean, like
I
my life is like there are some good moments, there's some bad moments, but like really, my life is like going up and down. It's like bouncing and something like that. But it's not that extreme like yours. Like how the fuck did you manage to survive a whole day doing that? I was like
you
thinking,
that's a funny thing as well. When you mentioned survive, remember the fact that I had said before, I had to go to bed day as well to interview people. Yes.
yep,
So it was
right,
basically our first ever assignment during oh shit, I censored that. Um, in my college was we had to interview a bunch of people that were assigned to us, and then three of them were from the same year, like from the same wave of like newbies, and three of them we were upperclassmen, the students who came in the year before. Uh, question, and we were given a bunch of questions that we had to ask the upperclassmen and the others. Of course, we were allowed to ask our own questions. But one of the questions caught my eye for the upperclassmen was that it read out, "Do you have any tips on how to?" You would think they would say on how to adapt, or maybe how to um, have fun, or how to study better in this college. No, it read out, and I quote, "How to survive."
What?
what
What?
the,
There
uh,
was
What?
there was no sugarcoating. There was no like paraphrasing. It just read out, "Do you have any tips for us on how to survive in this college?" At that point, I knew this place
was
this place was
hell.
just master chef. Like they do not care for your survival. If you are to die, then good riddance. The weak shall
No,
fall.
no, no. Then perish.
Like just perish. Like I knew that this place were not like people say like when I got in, it was one of the easier ones because like it was just the test for this. I told this to Matt and for Gavin is that I was so disappointed that the test was so easy because I like prepared so hard. I studied a whole ass like test preparation book for that day, and I was just like, oh my god, like I really hope I can get through it, and it was the easiest thing I have ever done. The math, basic arithmetics, the English was basic grammar questions, and like everything else was just a logic test. I was like, this is easy. God, I really hope I'm not making a mistake. I really hope like this college isn't like an easygoing kind of like just do whatever college. God, I was fucking wrong.
You just wish,
Bruh.
you just wish you can just
I
pass by
wish
catastrophe there, like literally.
there's there hasn't been a day where I have not where the thought dropping out has not crossed my mind. I've had to make 3 videos, a whole ass campaign, like 6 different presentations, a fucking paper, like a whole ass article, and just so much shit that I can't like if anybody goes to me and like, oh come on, being in college can't be that hard, I will kill you.
Like
Like
literally,
Bruh.
really
if
different.
anyone said if anyone says, "Oh, my college was pretty difficult," were you from where I was from? No, no, it was.
Bruh.
You
And you
don't have
know
the.
what? I swear to God, I can categorically. I don't care if you're from. I don't care if you're from fucking. I don't care if you're from UE, UMN, Trisakti, Prasmul. Go fuck yourself if you think yours rough. Because at least in UE, you fuckers are privileged ass motherfuckers. Like, I have a friend of mine. Actually, I have a friend of mine. Like meet me up with their friend, and apparently, according to them, they got an invitation from UE, like a full-on scholarship directly from UE, and they denied that shit. Do you have any idea how I was fuming when I heard that?
Damn.
Yeah, and God, that's fucking where I am right now, and I'm like, God, I want to kill myself.
Oh, by the way, I know the idea is supposed to be we're talking for like an hour straight and that's it. But
Yeah, it's been
honestly,
quite.
I'm not going to stop you if you want to keep going. Honestly, like
Yeah, yeah. I mean, at this point, we were just like catching up. At this point, we
Can
were
yeah,
can
leaving separate.
Yeah. Anyway, can I have my like? No, I don't have
your
any
turn
like.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, nothing notable. Nothing notable. Like Ospec. Yeah, sure, Ospec was hell, but I don't have much to say about it. But there's one experience where I had a campus outing. A campus outing, like all the way out to Puncak. I think it was. Like I'm like sure, it's mandatory, so I'm like, all right, I'll go. But there's one issue. The night before I was supposed to depart, lo and behold, I got food poisoning.
Yikes.
Oh no.
yeah.
Still had to go.
Yeah. Honestly, I
Yeah,
like
so I
that. That
had
was
to
my biggest
endure.
fear.
I had to endure like three. I think it was 3 days,
Oh,
2 nights of like campus outing activities. While I have food poisoning and my guts are going Krakatoa every
Oh
15 minutes.
yikes.
yeah, no.
My
Oh,
stomach hurts like shit, and I feel like I'm going to purge every 15 minutes. Oh my fucking god!
I'm
like
going to
you know
paint.
for a fact,
Fortunately,
you go to the toilet once, and if if it feels liquidy, you know you're fucked.
Oh yeah.
one,
Oh
it
yeah,
feels liquidy, and two, your stomach
Oh,
is actively trying to kill
Hold
you.
on 1 second. I have to do something.
I had to piss as well. I'll be right back.
they're all
Cra-
pissed now.
Cracks,
Great.
lu
Yeah.
lu nggak ngerti, gua sengsara anjing.
Iya. Iya ngeri sih. Baik, sopo ngerti iso mencret, sopo ngerti iso apa, dan lain-lainnya.
Food poisoning is the worst.
Yeah, literally. Aku apa ya? Aku kalau masa itu ya, masa ospek itu kan kayak mulai kuliah gitu kan kalau nggak salah aku.
Yeah.
Nah,
That was not
aku
ospec. That was like a mandatory campus outing.
oh itu kalau itu aku nggak tahu, kayak belum pernah. In any case apa?
Tapi itu I wouldn't have had any problems. Tapi cuma masalahnya gua sakit.
Iya, itu masalahnya.
Sakit 1 hari sebelum berangkat.
Ya,
Aduh.
just like sebelum kamu datang ya, just like apa what I said ke Kenny sama Matt ya. Apa in any case, one day before important event, something bad will definitely happen. At least one. like
What?
for
Eh,
like
ah,
for example, I already said that I joined like the TOEIC test, right? Uh,
ah,
when the day before the TOEIC test, my headphone
ah,
like broken. Like there's a like
ah,
sound like that, and then I had to buy a new headset the next day, the day of the test. Luckily, I
ah.
found like like I just have to buy quick one, so I had to buy the cheap one where the sound you can hear when you play the game. You can hear it even on the mics, so people can even hear you playing the game.
Yeah,
And then
feedback audio.
yeah, then few
Yeah.
days later, when I tried the old headset again, it works again. It was like, why does this happen
Bro.
to me? like
Yeah.
literally. Oh yeah, speaking about the day of universities, I remember when I was at first semester, I was like, that's not bad. I have bad grades, but it's passable. The next semester, where the COVID begins, like
Oh
literally,
no.
uh,
Oh, jeez.
so in our university, we have like first of all the first semester we learn about everything and something like that for the new people, and then the second one we have to like let's say make a show or make an event for everyone
Mm,
for the rest of the university, like a talent show or maybe an arts show or something
mhm,
like that.
Oh no, it's that shit.
Yeah, usually it's in the second semester. Uh,
I'm having mine first.
but luckily, it was at March when I was like doing my stuff and like just playing games like that. Suddenly, we heard about the COVID, when I heard about the COVID news during that day, I was like, okay, that's normal. And then like that, the next day, my parents came to Malang just to pick me up, like go back to our house. There's COVID next. There's COVID coming. I was like, what? And then when I get home, I was like, and the university gave a warning. It was like, please stay at home because there's COVID and anything. From now on, it will be online. I was like, thank fuck, it went on. Thank fuck, I went home early. And then the talent show and the art show was canceled. We got the we got the activity points right away for free.
You you no, my place would
lucky.
never. My
I was
place would
like,
Lu-
never.
yeah, I was
lucky
like really
bastard.
lucky because at the second semester, I was like, I was bad at coding because I can't really understand that well, but I know the algorithms and stuff. When I think like I got caught cheating and the first exam. I was like, oh I think I'm gonna mess up. But thank God it was turning into online. I was like managed to get my grade back up again because of online for
Uh,
for a whole
Yeah.
2.5 years. My grade keeps going up bit by bit thanks to it. I was so grateful when COVID came, like literally. Right now, I'm in my seventh semester doing my research, and luckily, thank fuck, I know how to do a research.
oh God, I'm so scared of having to do fucking research papers. God,
Yeah, one day you have to do it
uh
because
I will have to do it, and then I'm gonna fucking cry, and then I'm gonna shit and
yeah,
cum and
right
killing
right
myself.
now right now I have to do the report. Like first I have to finish the report. I have to like make sure that my because
Oh
I'm in a
god.
I'm in a research like group where one of my lecturer made the group for like especially for PKL.
Oh, it's like an
Uh
organization.
yeah, it's like an organization, but
Okay, yeah, I'm about to join one, the exact same one like that as well.
so
It's for
yeah, for
research.
my research like that, I got the topic for basically like speech emotion recognition, like understanding computer understanding the emotion based on our own speech. Like for example, Kenny was ranting, just basically angry or something like that, and
Yeah.
so on. Uh, and then like the others got like I don't know, like a watermark removal AI or something like that. It's not AI; it's more like watermark removal, machine learning and stuff like that, and something and so on. That's basically I'm doing that right now for like 4 months, and now I have to finish it by this year. I have to present it not this year, my like this
Oh
month. I have to finish
God.
I have to finish the report, and also I have to presentate of it. And if I finish and I manage to get it well, I will like finish it finally, like finish the whole thing. I don't have to do the research no more.
And
But
then you
due to
graduate.
due to the fact of the program, the organization research, I signed like both for PKL and TA based on my theme, based on speech emotion recognition. So I have to do the same thing next year with a better application or better way of making the speech emotion recognition next year. So it's gonna be fucking hell at the next year, but
Like,
at least I have a reference ready because I made it. I mean,
oh yeah, no, you don't have to like fucking. You literally cannot be like charged for like what's it called when you copy someone like exactly copy someone's apa sih namanya um
That's
ah
that's literally what I do. I literally copy paste a whole set of codes that I found, and I made it like with a because literally this code was used for a specific data set, but then I had to add. I literally for to make it like to make it really original or make it literally for like learning experiences, I literally recorded my own voice to add for that data set and add like sample voices from like free sound website for like samples like speaking or shouting or singing or something like that. And then I add a few sound like only two sounds from a game to make it like to make a reference for it.
oh my
And so far the research was like is like screwed because literally my research idea is kind of messed up because the prediction is like 90% false because we instead of using the data set as like searching like predicting the sound from the based on the data set, I predicted with another sound outside the data set, so it's kind of
Oh
hard to
yeah.
so it's already hard because the reference is small because it's only from a data set and a few addition. So I literally have to find a lot of data set for my next for my final exam or my final test for for the next semester.
I mean, at the very least, you won't have to be charged for plagiarism.
I mean, yeah, true, but
I mean, it's impossible for you to be charged with plagiarism because that's yours.
I mean, literally, like the world of coding, the world of programming is mostly copy and paste, and you have to paraphrase it yourself to make yourself understand that code. Like literally, you have to not only learn it, but you have to know how to copy paste and fix like fixing it on your own to make it yourself. That's how
Oh.
people. That's how people make games like these nowadays. Anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Oh yeah. In the meantime, speaking about school assignments, there was one time. I forgot the. Like on school like practicum, right?
Yeah.
There was one time. There was one time I had to do a physics thing, activity, like
That's already messed
experiments
up. That's
at
already messed
school.
up.
No, this is university. This is at university,
Yeah.
2019, January 2019, right?
Yeah.
I remember that one time I had to stay. It's lasted for so fucking long that I ended up going home at 9 p.m. 9.
That's
I
extreme, man.
could not be arsed.
Like literally, you have to go home at 9 p.m. just because of a just of like a practice class or something like that. It was like,
No, it's doing like
Okay.
experiments
yeah, I know.
and
It's
Oh,
an
shit.
hold on.
But
It's
yeah,
Let
9 p.
yeah,
No, like we can't. It's like we were already done. But I can't remember. But we couldn't go home and shit.
yeah. That's
hold
actually
on.
terrible. That's a
Let me
terrifying.
find it. I wonder if I can find it again. A friend
What?
of mine has a like schedule from our like their class schedules. A class schedule from one of our upperclassmen. If I can find it, and that 9 p.m. shit for us, that might be normal.
Hmm.
Hold on, let's see. Let me see if I can find it because because yeah, we have to like select our own classes shit obviously after like the first semester. But I remember the one that she sent from a upperclassman was
No, no, wait. Correction. I scrolled back
Yeah,
messages.
yeah. What about it?
Okay. Hold on. Checking. Checking for I'm scrolling. So physics session. It was supposed to be morning, but there was a miscommunication.
Mhm.
It was supposed to be 8 a.m., but it was apparently 1 p.m. and
Damn.
we're going to have like we're gonna have to like do it. We're gonna have to like do some shit like lab stuff. Labs. We were doing lab stuff,
Okay.
and it. Do you know what time I got out of university?
What?
When?
10:40 p.m.
Damn. I
And I
thought you were
haven't eaten fucking dinner by that time.
I thought you were about to say
I was
AM.
about.
If you
I was
if you if you said AM, it was like terrifying. You just went a whole day
not
doing
still.
physics.
This, this,
Yeah,
this is
PM is
this is
still bad, but you know.
what the.
That I mean, that's just college life, I guess. Now it's just this is our
Yeah,
lives. Ha 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 ha.
these are our lives. Every
Oh my
university have
god, man!
different set of challenges. Like literally, yours, like Kenny, yours like the worst of all. Like really.
Mine is genuinely like I don't want to be that guy who goes like, "Oh, my shit is worse than yours." But looking at it, like, oh, right. I keep forgetting I wanted to say this. Actually, well, I'll say it anyways. I'll tell Matt later when he comes back. So remember about Gavin getting sick, but because of food poisoning, and then he has to go anyways, right?
Yeah,
So
because
I told this story before when I was sick as well. I haven't told this to Cracks, but like when I was sick during college, I went to the doctor, couldn't go to college, right? I grabbed like I asked for a doctor's note to ask for
wait,
what means
wait, go on
agent.
first. Uh-huh.
Yeah, I asked for a doctor's note and everything like that because I need that for to like make sure that my attendance wasn't like fully ruined. And then I submitted the doctor's note and everything with my application for a aplikasi buat izin lah gitu. And they didn't accept it because I was using BPJS and I didn't have the receipt, nor did I have the recipe for the medicine that I was using because they don't give that to you if you were using BPJS.
Yeah, you don't have the prescription. Yeah.
Yeah, and they didn't and that didn't count for my engine because I had to do that. And when I told them about it, I was using beverages, and I'll send you the beverages and everything like that. I'll send them a card, and hell, I'll send them the packets of the medicine that I was using. They still didn't accept that to me. So at that point, I was just like, I could be in the hospital right now if I don't have a receipt for like medicine or like a or the receipt for my stay there, if I which means I would have to not use BPJS. Yeah, then I still wouldn't be accepted. So yeah, thanks for literally making the whole point of BPJS kind of useless. And not only that, my
Yeah.
biggest fear is that if I get sick, I absolutely cannot get sick or have any sort of problems in semester 5. Because in 5, we have a matkul called methodic test, which requires 100% attendance rate.
Oh
Fucking hell.
I
Jesus!
am not allowed to have a single. If I have one day where I don't show up, I have to restart.
Yeah, literally.
God
I
damn!
think at university life, at most you can only be like be not in the university like at least in per semester twice because like
What?
literally if I remember correctly every let's say every you have to be in your class like 80% of the time or
Hmm.
Mine
it
is
it
a
is
Yeah.
stricter. I mean,
Mine's
Yeah.
75%.
mine is
Mine's
80%.
70.
So
70 for me.
basically it's like I can only be like sick twice.
I can
So
only be
yeah,
sick.
it's really yeah, it's really hell thinking that you cannot be sick during university days. You can
You can
only be
either
sick.
not be sick or you will just have to deal with being sick and going there anyways.
No shit, even you have fucking heart attack, you must go there. Like I was you thinking like how the hell you managed to survive university days without getting sick? At the same
Hmm.
time manage to get good grades, at the same time getting good activity points, like you can manage to pick up as
Yeah.
many as you can, at the same time manage to manage your life as well, and at the same time finding work after finishing it.
Oh yeah, no. Actually, another funny thing about that Matkulia as well, that specific one, um, hold on, is that I have to so because of the way it is the methodic test, it requires me to how should I say this? Oh yes, I have to wear a exactly black tie, black like black pants, like you know the worker outfit, right? The white
the,
kameja putih,
the classic
the
office work.
yeah, the classic office worker, and like black pastofel shoes. It has to be exactly pastofel, and it has to exactly be 3 centimeters as well. By the way, um, like 3 centimeters above like the ground thingy. Yeah, I have to do all that, 100% attendance rate, and apparently it's super. Like according to the upperclassmen, it's super stressful because okay, what that matkul does essentially is that you have to actually like take genuine practical tests of people. Like you are taking um you are taking uh or watching other people take like mental tests and stuff like that. And so you have to be like super formal. You cannot distract them in any way, shape, or form, or you will fuck fail.
Bro, that
And I
Bruh.
just look at that and I just think, how am I supposed to survive? And you know
bro,
what?
that,
That's not even the most ridiculous thing that I've heard. You know what is the most ridiculous thing I've heard? Was that another
What?
thing during the ones that are during the interviews? I was interviewing one of the upperclassmen. I was asking them, "Oh, what's like your most like what's like the most memorable academic thing you've done here?" And they said at some point they were told to, and I quote, create an educational system, as in create a government educational body, make a school, make hypothetical staff to set school, make rules, and make like what are your target children? Where they like what do you want this to be like? You just basically simulate an entire education system from scratch.
Bruh.
I mean, holy shit. I mean,
At
like,
first, I heard
No.
that. I thought to myself, she's gotta be bullshitting, right? And I look at myself now, and I'm still at semester one, and I'm now thinking it's looking less and less like a joke.
Bruh.
I'm not doing educational psychology, but I don't even know if that's for the people who want to do educational psychology only. You'd think they'd leave that shit for like this is S1 as well. What the fuck does S2 and S3 look
Bruh.
I mean, like
Wait.
literally, what the class you said is like, it's like literally a manners class. Like you have to be 100% formal. You have to be 100% diligent. You have to be
it
100% in
is manners
anything.
class because we had like this like every few Saturdays our we have this like organization called Mabim or like a thing called Mabing which is Masa Bimbingan. It's like the introduction like it's an organization that helps like new students get to know better all the systems, all the things you have to do. There's a literal like Mabim day like seminar exactly for just methodic tests where we had to wear everything, like all the clothes stuff and that, and we had and they like trained us. Oh, okay, so you have to be like super formal. You have to. They basically just gave us a warning, and like
Bruh.
it's that heavy and like that stressful that people are like, oh yeah, you're going to have to be super careful because people have right. Like, you want to know what the first thing me and my friends did after that shit? We opened up Google and checked, has anybody ever killed themselves in this college? The answer was yes.
Damn, that's dark. Literally dark.
Bruh.
We like none of us were like fully seriously contemplating suicide, at least not at that, but we were slowly getting pushed to the edge. Like I said, when I said like this place does not care about your survival all that much, I knew that when like they said like, oh yeah, your literal medical like letters will not be accepted because you don't have a receipt. You didn't pay for that shit. So we don't believe that you were actually sick. Like at that point I was just like, this place.
That's
Literally, I hate it here.
Oh god.
That's all.
You saw my profile picture a while ago, right? Where it was just the dog, like you know the meme of the dog.
Yeah,
This is
yeah,
fine,
I
but like
know.
this is not fine. That is
Yeah,
just everything here, and that I don't mean it as a joke anymore. I'm 100% serious. This should not be legal to not like accept a genuine like your one of your students was genuinely sick, and you didn't accept like the agent for that. How is that even like legal? My mom went
ugh.
full. My mom went full Karen when she heard about it, and I was just like, I can't even stop her. Like, there's like, I can't even tell her that she's overreacting because that's just actually fucked.
Like this
Like,
is for one. For one, she's allowed to go full Karen about that.
yeah. That is really going too far. Like for real.
You like that's fun. That
like what just says is that like, fuck the Indonesian medical system. Oh, BPJS is supposed to help like, oh, the people who are struggling with medical bills can't pay the full price. Well, fuck poor people.
Dude, it's not about the fucking health system anymore. It's like fuck you all
it's
instead.
just it's just a fucking like, it's an ethical issue. You are teaching us about ethics. You are teaching us about the, because we're doing psychology, so we have to interact with humans, right? And you have to be ethical about it. You fuckers have been the most unethical pieces of shit in my entire life.
I mean,
Like,
what
everyone
the fuck?
in this college is somewhat fucked in the head. You know what else? Who else is fucked in the head? Anak hukum. I don't know why, but fucking law students in are all fucking insane. I knew fuckers were like assholes because like a friend of mine from middle school is doing law, and he was like, I was going at I was eating at the canteen. I was just like eating, and then I saw him across my table. He was sitting on the other table with a bunch of other people from the faculty. And I was just, and then I took a picture of him, sent it in the WhatsApp group. And I was like, yeah, look who's eating there. And then after a while talking, he said, I don't even like, these guys aren't even my friends. They just brought me here and don't even talk, bro.
that is like
Uh,
And we have, okay, so we have, I mean, I'm assuming that most colleges have these, but we have like some mata kuliahs that are like wajib for everyone. Everyone has to take them.
uh-huh.
Like, semester for the second semester, it'll be like Bahasa Indonesia and stuff like that. For this semester, it is Pancasila. So, and it's mixed. My section from my faculty, psychology faculty, is mixed with the law faculty. We have like 4 or 5 students from the law faculty in here. I got grouped up with one of them. Presentation, right? Guy does not show up for any of the meeting. Nothing.
What?
Goes, does not make anything for the presentation. Does not search any of the materials. Does not write anything. Does not make anything.
Hello?
I Yeah, I did my editing. like I did my research and stuff like that. I also was I wasn't in charge of editing, but I was the one who contributed the most because like I was pretty good at like designing in Canva, so I was like, okay, I'll just make the designs look good, and they were like, oh, your sides look really good. Can you like also help with the other sides? And I said, sure. Um, Unfortunately, I didn't have a lot of time, so I was like, so a bunch of them were really like rushed works. But my slides look absolutely amazing, and unfortunately, I was not able to present because like I don't know why we did this, but we were like, oh, for when we're doing the presentation, we're gonna do like like a a randomizer, so who gets which part of the presentation will have to like present it. And I'm just like, why not just like let the people who gathered the materials present? But I was like, okay, that's fine. And the people who got my part, two girls that I've gotten to know better through the course of college. Very nice. However,
Huh?
because the law students didn't do anything, we gave them the end part. Basically, like there was this video that was gonna play, and then they just had to like explain the video. Okay, seems simple
Uh-huh.
enough. They
Uh-huh.
did not do that. You know what they did?
What?
They took my slide, they took my materials and explained them in their quote own ways, uh, and fucked up everything. It made everyone a million times more confused. And the docent, the professor, asked us questions about it, which we couldn't answer because they fucked it up that badly.
Oh my fucking. That's a
And
nightmare.
then they did it again for the campaign proposal because we had to like present the professor our proposals to what we were going to do for a campaign because our idea was what we were planning on. We were going to make a video. Our material was about democracy and how sometimes being overly democratic, over democracy can be a dangerous thing as well. Not just oppression. Over democracy can be very dangerous. We're explaining that, and again, didn't show up for any of the meetings, made fucking nothing. We gave them the least important parts. We gave the guy who ruined it the most. Like, there's one guy who is absolutely unapologetic as well about what he does. And we gave him panutup niya doang. We gave him the closings. All he had
Yeah.
to do, read it, and we were done. After he finished reading it, he said, mungkin saya beri beberapa kata-kata dari saya juga ya.
What the?
I was cursing his name the entire time because we knew he was gonna do that shit. We were fully expecting. And then
Holy shit.
he said,
Oh.
here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? He said, okay, he said, ini kata-kata dari saya. And then after that, for the next things he said, he used the words we, kita, dari kelompok kami, bangsa, lu udah kagak dateng, lu udah kagak meeting, lu udah. When we were making the video for the campaign, we agreed. Okay, everyone's in agreement, right? We get to college. Yeah, okay. We get to the college at 11, and then we should like be finished recording and everything like that at like 12 or at the very latest 1. Guess when he showed up?
When?
Guess.
The final day.
Two.
You're close. 2:30.
There.
Holy fucking shit.
Came at so late, huh?
You want to know why? No way.
Why?
According to him, at 10, at 10 o'clock, he had another class, which he did not specify because he just when we asked him, okay, can everyone come at 11? He said, okay, good. He had a class, and so he had to do the online class first at his home, and then go to like the college place, yeah,
I.
which took a while because he lives in southern Tangrang, which is
I.
okay. That's horrible. And then he goes to say, "Oh yeah, I'm heading there by bus." And then we asked him, and then, "Oh yeah, it's a really big traffic right now." I asked him, "Can you send a picture so we can estimate just how long it might take?" He sent us the picture. He sent us not a picture. He sent us a video of him on the bus on the motorcycle with no traffic whatsoever. the lion, the witch, and the audacity of this whore.
Oh god.
You even damn, that's like the next level of manipulation or something like that. Like that
Dead
was
weight moment.
And
I
you,
have
that is.
returned.
Hello,
that is
welcome back, Matt. I've been ranting for the past few minutes. I don't know if the
Yeah.
was the
you
recording
need
still going?
yeah
Oh yeah,
yeah
Yeah.
it's
yeah
still
you
Oh
need
going.
yeah,
to
you can
censor,
go check
yeah
the
you need
you can go
yeah
check the
you need to
recording later
censor
because
that
I'm not.
you need to censor that university name, bro. Like
Yeah, you're gonna
literally
have to. Few. But
Oh
yeah,
boy.
But
you might probably
wait,
you might probably censor the region name or the town name probably
yeah.
because
I
it's gonna be messed up. People gonna find us like for real for real.
but yeah,
Yeah, but yeah.
um,
Kenny, do you still have some stuff to say about this
yeah,
asshole? All
yeah.
right, go
The
on.
thing was,
Continue.
we thought, okay, this is probably just an isolated incident because I don't want to be like, oh, the law faculty was like, I've heard something, like, yeah, from like my friend and stuff like that. The law faculty seemed to have some problems, but I was like, probably an isolated incident until my upperclassman that was leading my group for the Mabim thing said to us, when you're in the mixed class, try your best to not get grouped up with the law kids because the law faculty has a reputation
Oh
for
no.
being bad. And then at
Uh,
that moment, because the friend that I was with who was in the Panchas group was also some of the same friends that I have in this group, we looked at each other and was just like, just like the memes of like people looking at each other and like slowly smiling and nodding kind of thing. That was the exact thing we did.
wow.
Sometimes I want to drop. I not sometimes. I've always wanted to. Every day I want to drop out.
I want to strangle the law faculty to death. It's like, uh,
Like
like
Kenny wants to get
No,
in an
no, no,
A10.
no, no. I actually he showed up at 2:30 according to my friends because I had already left because even though I was like because I made the script. So I was also like, I would be mostly responsible for making sure that these guys were like directed properly. I had to leave before he shows up because I knew that if I saw him, if he shows up and I see him, I would not be able to control myself. I would actually beat the shit out of him. Which is why I went home because
Oh boy.
Oh,
yeah.
it's like
so
if you
mad.
if wow.
Like we were recording in like one of the hallways, like one of the bigger halls, in the building, and there were a bunch of chairs on like the side of the wall. I looked at them, and like if I had seen him at that moment, I would have grabbed one of the chairs and hit him over the head with it.
Oh boy.
Because I knew
At
like
this
I would not be able to control myself, but that's why I left early. So I like guang mo kasus.
oh my god. Kenny, at this point you want to steal an A10 and do a fucking gun run at the fucking law kids.
An A10, an A10. I'd get a fucking Death Star. I get a T40.
Nah, like Kenny just wants to destroy the entire fucking planet.
Just supernova that shit. Like for real.
Genuinely, I've just been like, oh, another thing about this guy, the audacity of this man. But when we were doing the proposal as well, no one had opened their
Uh,
cameras yet.
uh,
No one had opened, not even our proposal, just everybody. Like when we were starting the meeting, no one opened
oh,
their cameras yet. He opened his. You want to know what he was doing?
what?
Smoking. He was smoking cigarettes in front of the professor.
Can, Kenny, can I kill him?
Oh no! That's my kill. That's my.
Oh,
That's my
okay.
that's that's
like,
my
like
target.
Kenny's like just holding a hand out to me like, no, this guy's
Dude,
mine.
oh no! Here's the thing, right?
Stand down, this guy's mine. That's what you're basically saying.
That's my bounty. Like for real.
Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, right? I'm a very forgiving person most of the time. I will not like actively try to like, okay, you make a mistake, I will give you a second chance. hell, if I can get the group to think in that way as well, I will give you a third. But okay, this motherfucker has fucked up every chance he get, and even then, I still we were all thinking we should just get him kicked out the group. We should just write off him at that point because this he has done nothing that has like beneficially contributed to the task, and he has done absolutely fucking nothing that is beneficial. We're all just like,
Mm.
and me and my friends, friend that wasn't in our group, were talking about like, oh god, I really wish like we could kick him out. Um, but I was also saying things, I'll let him have another chance and stuff like that. And then, like, and then like the guy who wasn't in my group asked, "Why don't you just kick him out?" Because like, and I was like, I was listing off the like, even though he's like this, even though like he's an ass, even though like he's blah 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 blah. I was going to end the sentence with, I want to give him a chance. I was going to do that, but instead the fucking devil took a hold of my body, and I said after like I was like, yeah, I even though he's like this, even though he's like this, I said, God, I wish he fucking died. Like just suddenly,
Oh god.
like
Damn.
I went from defending him to immediately going, God, the fucking dial. And then they were just like, whoa, whoa, whoa,
It's like
whoa.
you, like literally, you're saying like if I just want to say I want to give him a second chance, but when the second like I want to hold him, I want to keep him, I want to kill him to death. Like literally, like you hold him
Like Kenny,
hostage, bro.
like Kenny wants to kill him, bring him back to life, and kill him again.
It's like, I don't know if any of you guys have seen this meme before, but it's like the Milo Pony, like Twilight, like fucking Twilight goes up on a podium, and it's like, Milo Pony, it's all cutesy and so, and then when she starts talking, she just goes, hello, filthy Jews.
Oh my god. Oh
I,
my god.
it felt like that. They were like, whoa, whoa, yeah. And then the other guy who wasn't in the group, like, Natukan, Yakan, you want him gone as well. Like, why not just kick him? And then my friend who was in the group said, like, yeah, the devil just took a hold of Kenny for a second there. And then I
This
realized afterward, like, Jesus, what did I just say?
this like literally this podcast episode should be named like Kenny's ranting or something like
Yeah,
that.
no,
Like literally, the title should be like
No,
this.
it should
Like,
just be like college life in a
it's like,
nutshell.
this is an 11 p.m. cereal. This is 3 a.m. fucking like grilled cheese sandwich,
grilled cheese
Wait, can I
sandwich.
and I'm
wait?
lactose intolerant. Yeah, go ahead.
All right, I have a continuation. While you were ranting about your own thing, I was
Yeah.
digging. I was digging up further info of my physics lab nightmare.
Oh no.
I remember we already finished. We already finished, right? But we still couldn't go home because the group wasn't finished. None of us could go home. That's why I
Oh.
went home at 10:40 p.m. I wanted to snap someone's fucking neck, man. And no, because it's 8, because the shit started at 8, I woke up early in the fucking morning only to find out there's a delay. And I spent the next few hours trying to catch up with another assignment, but written by hand. I was going to make the Geneva suggestions look like a fucking joke. Now, do you want to know a nice thing on the cake?
What? Oh
What
God.
is it? What is it?
With the practicum, you have to write laporan by
Yes.
hand, the entire fucking thing.
Wait
By
the heck?
hand?
By hand.
Let me
What
send you a
the?
picture. Let me send you
Oh
a
God.
picture
Oh,
of the finished thing, of the finished book.
How many? Wait, what?
Oh hell no! You have to make it like that,
that's an entire book.
bruh.
You said, wait, hold on, no. You said
This-
laporan. You said the report. That like 3, 4, 5 page. Why is
Bro,
that
that's
a
a
book? That's
bro.
a
That's a
journal.
that's a
It,
script, bro.
it contains the
Of
papers. It contains the writings and shit. Holy fucking shit. I had
You
2 weeks to do that.
Matt,
you
you
had
should
2 weeks
literally
to write all of that by hand.
I
like
think two
literally.
weeks. I think it was 2 weeks. Hold on. I need to recap. So, hold on. I went. I finished the lab on January 2, 2019. The photo is dated January 16.
There you go, 2 weeks.
This is
No,
gonna
he's a
be
no, he's a 2019. That's 26.
That's what 29. This was this
Three
was
years
nearly
of
4 years
work.
ago. Sorry, correction. Uh, I did my lab 2016. I mean 2019. Sorry, I'm having brain farts. So the photo I took of me of of the sun going down while I was still doing my lab shit was January 2nd, 2019. I checked the photo of the finished report, quote unquote report. It was dated January 16, 2019. 2 weeks.
Oh,
this is this podcast gonna be like
Some of it was like some of the data we've already gathered during the lab, but everything else is handwritten shit.
I take it back. This isn't fucking 3 a.m. grilled cheese. It's fucking 3 p.m. It's 3 a.m. Oh god, I'm so hungry. I feel like I'm gonna die.
this is 3 a.m. Pultak Pokum yun. Okay.
Over what?
It's like three. It's like 3 a.m. 3 a.m. cooking,
Three
but you're blindfolded.
No,
You're
this is
3
blindfolded and
a.m.
you're
no,
hopped
diarrhea.
up
no,
on
no, 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 no,
LSD.
no, no. This is
Uh,
3 a.m. plain sliced of bread.
Oh yeah.
3 a.m. bottle of water.
No. It's not plain. It's not a plain bread like that.
You killed Gavin. Well done.
This is really like a dry piece, like a dry piece of potatoes or something like that. It's so fucking dry. You stuff.
No,
So I'm
it's
gonna
3 a.m. No. It's not. It's
blow it.
3 a.m. Grab Indomie packet. You open it and you eat the dry, uncooked noodle. No, and you add the poo directly.
Kevin's dying, guys.
He's always dead.
Honestly, it's either that or just 3 a.m. uncooked rice. It's rice that you filled. You've already filled the water. You've already like put it in the rice cooker, but you forgot to press cook. Honestly,
Gas
oh
kali.
god, this has just been three. This is just pain. All
Gas
pain.
kalian diminum itu air beras. Anjing, sumpah.
3 a.m. unwashed
That should
rice.
be the title. Like
The
literally, hell
3
let's loose. Like
3
literally,
a.m.
everything is gone messed up today. Like this podcast gonna be messed up.
Yeah, this was supposed to be like supposed to be our the podcast after a while, us catching up and shit. No, it's just oh yeah, it's been all pain. Actually,
It's like
for the
it's this is not like how's your day? How's your day? It's like this is like
it's just
University.
all three of us. It's all three of us. Matt hasn't said anything yet, but it's all three of us going.
this is 3 a 11 p.m. stereo podcast. Share our sufferings. Like what?
Yeah,
Like
university
Speaking
nightmares.
of which, we cracks, Gavin, and me have all said our part. Matt, has there been nothing going on in your place?
Um,
any
Not
fucked up
really.
Like
moments.
anything.
The only properly fricked up moment, well, annoyance really, is my group. Like in the first few weeks of the, because there was the orientation phase, which was a
Mm-hmm.
few I think like 2 months or something, and we have the
Uh-huh.
actual profile phase, which is what I'm in now because I took media design.
Mm-hmm.
And our group has been pretty dysfunctional.
Oh yeah, it's. I mean, it's always bound to happen. I mean, it's
Yeah.
happening to all of us.
Interestingly,
It's
like,
happened.
cause we did like the thing where we basically talk to the teacher and we basically like assess like progress and stuff. Interestingly, the teacher told me that like, cause yesterday the teachers had like a big meeting for like the like an assessment checkpoint, and they mentioned how my group, they described it as the group that no one wants to be part of, because it's basically just like the or is it like the people who just couldn't get another group. I mean, because that is technically true, because my group was formed because there were like all other groups was full.
Yeah, that was what I was scared of you for because like I was also scared. Like God, the you okay. We've been best friends for like what 6 years, 7 years now, man.
Yeah.
I'm allowed to say this. You have the social adequacy of a deaf rock.
Yes.
You are
Bruh.
mega boomer level fucking psyche. Your social skills horrible, and I was so scared for you because like God, I hope you meet friends. Did you? You actually never mentioned that.
Yeah.
Did you
I
even meet it?
well, I mean, I met people, but I never really. Hold on.
Oh,
But I never really like, in terms of making friends, they never got to the same level as you or Dave.
okay. So it's more of an acquaintance basis, I guess.
Oh, fucking the headphones are on.
Oh God.
Uh, Hold on, give me a
No,
moment.
This is
no.
this is
Okay,
terrifying. Not gonna lie.
recording's fixed. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So
Okay.
there's one last horror story that I would like to tell. Now I didn't actually get in a. I'm not in a direct group with this person, but there is one person. I will not say their name. I will call them by the quote by the name of Tyrant. You can guess where the story is going.
What's the name? Your mic cut out a bit.
I won't call them by their actual name, but I will call them quote Tyrant.
Oh no.
Oh
You
God.
can guess where this is going. But anyways, now I've never been in a direct like group with this person. However, my friend that Matt knows from middle school, I won't say the name as well because I don't want to reveal it too much. Was in a group with her, and basically for
Oh
our
no.
midterms for this specific like class, we had to do like basically yeah, under a campaign where we basically made a post on Instagram, blah 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 blah, and then we posted, and then we like gathered the likes and made a report about it. Like gathered the likes, comments, and everything like that. Made a report. Okay, that seems fine enough. Their group, the one where the tyrant is, that person, the tyrant, made everyone like, okay, so you guys like make your own design and then give them to me, and then I'll check like if which one we can use. My friend made 6 designs. All 6 of them got fucking denied by her.
Bro.
Like not 6 design like
Eh,
at the same time. What she made one design, denied. She revised, made a new one, denied. That happened 6 times until she just gave up. And it was like it was so fucking, and then all the other like group mates did nothing because they saw that and they were like, I'm not spending my time with this bitch. So they didn't even submit theirs, and in the end they she made her own, which was horrible because they were making a post. They were posting about a poster.
Okay.
It was horrible because their topic was humanity, right? It
Oh
was
no.
talking about humanity. There was no semblance of any humans in it at all. She put fucking what it looked like. I don't have a picture of it anymore. But like what it looked like was basically like on the top left and the bottom right were like the titles, like sort of like oh like here's like a bunch of stuff about humanities and like these like words about it, and then between them, like diagonally
Mhm.
from bottom left to top right, was the humanities in like squiggly shape.
Oh
It
god.
looked like a very like a shitty and cheap book cover. Um, and it was like just plain white with fonts that were horrible. They were barely readable. And then like at the corners of each, like she just put like little rainbow colors. Again, no semblance of humans whatsoever. And then they were like, okay, but this design, and then the group was like unanimously, they were like, okay, but this design is still kind of lacking. And then she said, no, in my opinion, I think it's fine. Um, I think it looks interesting. I asked my aunt about it, and it was interesting. Your aunt is a fucking nobody. Your aunt doesn't. You didn't even tell us what your aunt does. And
Bruh.
but yeah, change. Later she changed the design. You know what she added?
And
Plants.
oh,
She added plants. Why? And then they didn't even posted the one with plants. They posted the original one, which was horrible. And everyone else, okay, right? One of us, some of us made videos, made YouTube videos. Some of us made like PSAs and stuff like that. Some of us made postings on Twitter, stuff like that. Mine was a infographic that we posted on Instagram. On Instagram, just a regular post. You know what they did?
What?
Instagram story,
Oh, fucking
which
hell.
lasts only a day, which means they would have either had to post it multiple times, like post it once every day, which they barely did not. And
Oh
because
my.
it was Instagram story, there was no comment section. And the like button, like people don't press the like button in Instagram stories that much because the like goes to your chat box. So of course that would be annoying. So they couldn't they couldn't put likes in the report because there was basically none. And you want to know what what the tyrant solution for the chat for the comment section was? They made another story of like the insert texting where like you could answer the question like oh, what do you guys thought about that story or the post, and then people could like type in their responses and shit like that, and that would get personally sent to them. Okay, but the funny thing is, right, about that, a friend of mine, that same friend that made six designs, and got all denied, got a comment from a random person that none of us. I don't think he had any relationship with the college that we were in, and he just said, "This design is shit. This design is shit. I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking at. What's the message of this? I don't get it. Am I supposed to be looking at a poster or a book cover?" I looked at that and I was just like, okay, I mean, that's a bit rude, but at the same time, preach the Lord, my brother. Fucking base as hell. He said everything that we were all thinking. And we were just like,
Whoa.
it was bound to happen. And then, yeah, not only that, she was super unapologetic about it. She's the type of person who wants everything done by her standards and nobody else. In fact, for her as well, because I was in for Pancha's group, another friend of mine was in her group, and they made a slide, right? They made their slides and materials and stuff like that. She deleted them and replaced it with her own. Do you without telling? The lion, the witch, and the audacity of this bitch. And that
Bruh.
is not even over yet because every. Oh, you know. Oh, and also another thing. Fun fact: this girl is now hated by the entire faculty. You want to know why? Not just our section, not just our class, but the entire faculty, including the upperclassmen. Because during a meeting for a like a like event that we have to make for like the end of the semester for all the newbie students. We have to like make our own event, right? And uh, the organizers were like making a meeting to like explain. Okay, so we're having a bit of staff issues. We need more people on board. We need more ideas, stuff like that. Okay, fair enough. And so we need some more people to work. And obviously everyone was like super busy because like we have like 5 different assignments in a single week. Um, and so this girl, the tyrant, goes up to them. Oh well, I think I can speak like on behalf of us that like a lot of us have like more work to do and stuff like that. A lot of us are busy, which was like okay for once, preach. You're saying some actual things that make logical sense. Okay, cool. And then she went on to criticize the organizers for not making sense and for the whole event being like, this whole event hasn't been making sense. Can't you guys work better? Oh, you Karen entitled self piece of shit.
Entitled bitch. Like for real.
And then the uh the organ like the upperclassman who was helping the organizers went off on this bitch. And like at that point, not just her, in fact the entire like organizers, like every single one of their members were like piling on this bitch because like she was just being a pain in everybody's side. Everybody, I know for a fact that everyone was cursing her name under their breath. And then like the guy who was presenting well for the organizer thing like was also like the like the vice president, because the current like leader was having a maba. He was having a magang gitu, which was he was basically working some other place. He couldn't show up. And this dude, I could already tell from his body language, was like super introverted. He was probably not used to speaking on behalf of people. He kept apologizing, and I was just like, God, I feel bad for him. And then she went off on it, and I was just like, bitch, shut up. She's hated by at this point. She's hated by the faculty. She's also hated by. I think she's also hated by the professors by this point, because like she cuts off professors, that which takes balls. By the way, you cutting off a professor takes balls. Like I will give her
Bro.
that. And another moment that happened was that we were doing a bunch of presentations. We were basically presenting a bunch of sub chapters of three different chapters. We were given 3 different chapters, and then from those chapters, we were allowed to pick a sub chapter to present. Her group was the ninth group. Instead of presenting the material that she had been that she had uh, chosen at that point, like she chose that topic
Um,
for some, because our chapters were chapter I believe it was chapters 4 to chapter 7, right? Because she was group 9. She presented the entirety of chapter 9 of the book that we were given, which was not yet like that was post midterm stuff. The docent,
huh?
yes, she presented a post midterm shit. And the docent was just like, the professor was just like, why did you present this? Like, I don't think this is you. You chose the topic, so why are you presenting a different topic?
Hmm.
And like
Oh
she
my
got like
god.
she didn't get told off. And well, no, she got sassed because the professor that day was also in a really bad mood. But that's a story for another time.
Oh god.
Um, and like she cried in class. Everyone else, because I didn't know this until the class ended, and a friend of mine told to me that she was crying. But I know for a fact everyone else was just like, deserved, that bitch deserved it. But I wasn't, yeah, no,
Reposo.
I wasn't in that mindset. I was just like, okay, whatever. But I wasn't like, I couldn't feel bad for her because like the shit she had done. But I also didn't want to like, I don't want to be condescending like that. But what was really weird is that not only did my friend tell me that that she was crying, told me that her group were like soothing her, like, "Oh, it wasn't your fault," or like, "Don't cry," or something like that, like, calm down. And then when the class was over, when the professor let us out, both of those group mates ran immediately out the class and started laughing.
That
Just
And
L,
my friend,
L, Red
my
yeah.
no,
Bozo, Pack Watch.
my friend told me that. And again, I don't want to be condescending. I don't want to say things I deserve. But like, but that sort of behavior, I was just like, I want no smoke. I want no problems here. I am staying the fuck away from everyone. I'm not calling them snakes, but I don't really like the vibe I'm getting here.
Oh,
I don't think the vibe check is like I'm checking your vibes here, and they ain't good. Like I am
the vibe check has failed.
like I'm hyper wary of some of the girls in my class because they are like some of these people potentially are like very like, and I do not trust. In fact, like I sort of got her like because everyone in my class as well also has like basically during the first few days we got everyone got to know their friends. They made their own like little groups. In fact, the first like joke we made, me and my friends, was that like the front row, the middle row, and the back row seats were basically like three different tribes. The front row seats would like the groups sat in the front row seats would basically have an alliance with each other. The guys from the front and the middle would just have neutrality, and fucking the guys in the back were just fucking like the ones in the front and the ones in the back probably won't get along. But the thing is, Tyrant was in the back group, right? She was in one of the back groups. I know for a fact that her quote unquote friend groups are basically a fucking hostage situation because there
Like,
are only 7 dudes and only one dude is willing to like interact with them, right? But I know
can
for
hmm?
yeah,
Kenny, can
no,
I just get my 2 cents in? It's
yeah,
basically like blink twice if you're being held hostage.
yeah,
Either that or they're spelling out torture through Morse code by blinking their eyes.
yeah. No, because like I've interacted with the dude in the group on like the first day because we had to do some like because both of us were basically like one of the
Mm.
responsible people, more responsible people, and we did like we went to like the offices, had to do shit, stuff like that. So we got to know each other really well. And from his
Like,
personality, I was just like, these two don't feel like they should mix. I feel like he's really just being there because like she wants him to be there. And another person who I got to know before live classes was like she said to some of her other friends was like, to be honest, I don't really feel all that like I don't fit all that well in that group. Like I don't really like consider them like very close people or friends like that. Like I'm just there kind. So I know for a fact that these people do not actually like the tyrant person as well. And
mhm.
fucking it that's been happening for so long. And like yeah, and also I showed you guys the picture of me cosplaying, right? Me cosplaying as like Trafalgar for like a Halloween event.
I think so.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we let the tyrant be the MC for that event
Mm.
Oh, oh
for
boy.
some reason. I don't know why we let them. And then during the preparation for that event, because
Wait,
we were
Kenny.
like, hmm?
Before that, can I just play one sound bit from my soundboard to describe what happened
Go.
to her? Wait, is it not picking up? What?
No,
Oh
I can
fuck!
hear
It
it.
didn't pick up. Yeah, this is the Red Bozo Pack Watch.
Oh yeah, no, just I should my soundboard got reset for some reason because like voice mod bullshittery. But
Oh
yeah,
god.
no. Basically, before the event started, we were like making preparations. We were like we were searching for rooms, and while because I was part of the organization, like I was part of the team that was like preparing for the event as well. The others were going to the room that they were going to set up. I was still at the canteen because I was eating lunch. And then I couldn't find the room, so I just went back to the canteen and like waited for them to come back. They came
Hey!
back. My friends came back like fucking war torn veterans. They looked so tired, and I just like I was just like, what happened? she happened. What did she do? Apparently, because we found that we couldn't eat in that room, so we had to like plan for like a lunch session so that we could all like eat lunch, because we were ordering pizza and stuff like that. We are gonna have like a lunch party and stuff like that. We couldn't do that,
Uh-huh.
so okay, we'll have a lunch session at Hall C at like the hall area, and then we'll go I'll go back to the room so everyone can get their makeup on, their costumes on, and then we'll start with the actual event. So, okay, if you guys were in that situation, I'm gonna ask you guys this: if you guys were in that situation, how long would you make the lunch session last? Like the lunch session, how much time would you give them to eat?
Like at least an hour 30,
And
probably.
yeah, at
Mhm.
least an hour. But if it's for me, I think it's around 2 hours, or at
Let me
most
guess,
like
she
at
made it
least
30
1 hour
minutes.
and 30 minutes.
Oh, bro, 30 minutes would have been nice. No, she said 20.
Bro, lunch for
You know
20 minutes.
how you know how big of a trigger that fucking stupid idea was? Is because basically, okay, I can say her name because it's very like easily memorable. Also, like, so we have a classmate named Sunny, and she is very much befitting of that name. She is the nicest person in the class, very talented, very respectful, very nice, deserving of such a name. We meme on calling her the class sunshine, and even she was like, "No, that's a stupid idea," and had to hold the tyrant back. You
Um,
know you fucked up when even the class sunshine calls you a fucking dumbass.
Oh Jesus!
Dang.
And I heard that story, and I was just like, because I heard that from my friends who did go to the preparations, and I just looked at that and I was just, wow, that's almost impressive.
Damn.
What is the most impressive thing? Like, that is almost impressive. Like,
The most
what?
impressive thing? Oh, you want to know the most impressive thing? Oh, brother, I am not even gonna. So I told you, right, that she cuts off the professors several. She's cut off the professors several times. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, cutting off a professor would be one thing, because that would mean, you could have done it by accident. Maybe you thought like they were done talking and didn't want to pitch in. Okay, fine. As long as you apologized after, that's fine. One, she did not apologize. Two, one time, but before we were doing the post, she was criticized by the professor, saying that, oh, this post is not very optimal. I think like some of these ideas might be a bit difficult to do for you, because the report later is going to need some more than just some of the things that you proposed. She just said, no, it looks fine to me. To openly challenge the professor like that is like, you must either have the biggest, heaviest, densest balls in the history of mankind, or you have to be the dumbest person to have ever been put to like cellular creation.
Fucking. I miss this rant.
I mean,
I don't. I wish
Candy,
I never
Candy,
experienced this.
true, but like, Candy, we missed you.
Bro, if you want me to rant more, I can go on for at least another
please
week. I have
do
some
not
stories to
do
tell.
not rant anymore. I'm gonna kill your ass. Like, for real.
Honestly, I want to kill myself.
Dude, at this point, I want to show you my like literally my university, and I want you to move there instead.
Bro,
Like,
honestly,
make your life
hon-
peaceful once and for all.
you want to know what I want? Because my place has a student exchange program. If I can get that, and if I can make connections outside the country,
Damn.
I could increase my chances of studying out of the country a bit more. And especially there's one uh in there's a student exchange program for a school in Japan as well, and and my college has like a Japan UKM. It's a Japanese club that gives us Japanese classes. So like, okay, this is a 2-for-1 deal. If I can make this work, I can just go to Japan. I don't even care if I have to like kerja romusha. Um, I don't care. I want out. And yeah, that's like my like it's more of a bucket list than anything because like it's a very difficult process that I've heard that much. But like if I
Yeah.
can get it, I'm goaded. I am done with life. I can live easy.
Yeah. I mean, Japan does have.
It doesn't even have to be Japan. I
Oh
have an
yeah.
option for the Netherlands. I have the option for the UK as well. I think there's one for the US, but I don't remember.
Hmm.
I think like the one of the good places like that is like UK and Japan. I mean, UK is good, but Japan is like, let's say it's on the harder terms. Like if you consider
Yeah,
like finding work there, it's really hard to find. But
yeah,
I think UK is like, I don't I know every like country is gonna be hard, but on the hard levels, UK is like lower than Japan. Like
yeah.
definitely.
The worst I have to worry about in the UK is like people being racist or something like that, and bad food, I guess, or whatever. Actually, fun
I
fact about
think the
the
worst
UK one.
I think the worst thing you need to worry about in the UK right now is just the economy.
Yeah, yeah, Brexit.
I mean,
But yeah,
and and the fact you cannot even donate blood because like
yeah,
there's a mad cow disease there. Like
yeah,
if you live there over 6 months, you definitely cannot donate blood anymore.
yeah. I mean, actually, this is the university that they have relations with. I just sent it in chat for the
Oh
UK one,
yeah,
Oh, the
yeah,
the
UK one.
University of Sussex.
yeah. That's in London.
Sus. The University
Wait,
of
no,
Sus.
that's not even in London because the one in London was Middlesex.
Oh, this is in.
No, no, you're lying. That's not the actual name.
No, like
Oh
this
my.
was like like London has 32 boroughs. Before they got into 32, there was a borough called Middlesex.
Damn.
Oh, you know these people are fucking like every day just they are making
They
the
make.
same dick jokes.
Middlesex University. It's
No,
real.
They make.
there's
I mean, not gonna lie, UK makes.
Kenny.
Oh, what? There's
oh
gonna
yeah
be.
oh no, you were saying no, I thought you said little sex. I was
Oh,
just like there's no way there's something called little sex.
I heard that too. I heard little instead of
Middle,
what? What's next?
Middlesex awaits.
Like what's next? Top sex? Like
Bottom
fucking
Bottom
sex.
sex. Bottom sex.
I mean, there's
side
a
sex?
Switch sex.
I mean, like England just has a shit ton of weird
Eh,
names.
yeah, no,
England's
because
like
it's England.
Yeah, like
England's have
Oh,
the
oh.
weirdest fucking name.
on the southeast, there's just a town called Sandwich.
Like
No,
Italy,
no, no, Kenny. Kenny, have you seen this image?
What?
Remember he sent me. Yeah.
dick place, cockbridge,
Oh, yeah.
twat. What the shit? I
Honestly,
mean,
I mean,
And
Twat.
I
then Tom Scott did a video where they drove from like I can't remember what it is to like
bro,
um
I think UK is like one of the one of the one of the. It's like the country with the weirdest names in the world.
oh
Not
yeah
only the
No.
like because
like
no, I mean here like here's the thing you combine the Celtics the
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 Celtics, the Welsh, the Scottish, the Irish, and the British.
you have the Danes, the Romans, and you have the
The Romans
French.
were in as well. I don't remember that.
The Romans invaded Britain back in the fucking old
Oh
days.
right, yeah. Oh, they stayed. I thought they all left.
Oh, they all left. But
Oh
you
yeah,
know,
now they
the
left.
influences.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah, the influence
But you
stayed.
know,
And the,
Tom Scott did a video where they drove from Pratt's Bottom to Bolt's Cross.
and you know for a fact that as well, like with the cock name roads. I don't know about the dick ones. The dick ones are just like the cock
Pratt's
ones.
bottom to
The cock
balls.
ones I can understand because like I mean, it's probably cooked in the sense like chicken or something like that. But like,
Oh god, there's a bigger one.
Oh
but
no.
like Penny Stone. Okay, that's supposed to be Penny Stone. But Dick Place is just no. That's
Oh
just not
fuck! It even
what
looks like one. What the fuck?
Wait, what?
The root looks like one. What the fuck,
it
bro?
does. Look
Come
mildly like a
on.
penis from the.
Salisbury!
It does.
Titty ho! Titty
That's
It
sluts. Hey, there's a
Shart!
slut hole.
Shart!
Willy
Sluts
Bellin the
sluts hole
knob
lane. Are you fucking kidding me? Titty ho.
clitro slack bottom road upper.
I zoomed in on
Come
Google Maps. Those places are probably real.
Butthole lane. Fingering hole.
shart Saint Harting, but that's just sharting cooking.
Sluts hole lane. Great.
It's real. It should.
Everything is real,
It's
man.
real. Titty ho is real. Yep, it's real. Those are real places.
God, you searched them up.
God, I hate the British sometimes.
Oh,
Okay, one
British.
moment. Let me take a look at this location. Wilsford, Cum Lake.
Oh God.
It's a civil parish in the Woodford Valley in Wiltshire, England. Okay. Attractions and places to see around Wilsford, Cum Lake. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Hey, there's a Traveloka website saying book cheap hotel in Wilsford, Cum Lake. What the
That's. I mean, to be, I want to say it's bad advertising, but no, it's that place probably has more. That
Unfortunately,
place
it's a
has
real
more
name,
tourists than
brother.
that place probably has more tourists than any other place.
There's not even a single hotel in Wilsford, Cum Lake. What the fuck? I look at the Traveloka website and there's not a single hotel anywhere in Wilsford, Cum Lake. This is gonna be. This is fucking. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna take a look at TD Ho at this fucking point. Let me
What
see that shit.
what is this podcast become?
This podcast gone from ranting to just straight up looking at weird ass British names. This
British.
ranting. This ranting is brought to you by Kenny.
This whole debacle is brought to you by me.
Oh my god.
I think we should get
But
this over with because this is
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
think it's time to wrap
long
it
as
up.
hell.
All right, I think we should do an outro for now at least. I'm kind of getting tired as well.
Yeah, we've been
Oh,
going
Yeah,
for
okay.
because
like
of
2 hours
because of your
30.
Yeah,
fucking rantings, mate. Like for real.
yeah,
Oh
Yeah,
I know.
yeah.
boy.
We should do an outro.
Yeah,
Please, for the love of
yeah.
God.
Let's close it. Let's close it. Let's close it up.
This has been 2 hours.
2 hours
Two
30.
hours of
2 hours of university nightmares. Holy
Yep.
shit.
the nightmares, horror stories of students, and fucking
Yeah,
and stuff.
that weight, those kinds of students like Miss Tyrant over there.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah, I think it's time to wrap it up. So, anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and all that YouTube shit, I guess. And yeah, that was 1 p.m. cereal, or as we like to call it now, 3 p.m. Oh God, I'm so hungry. Oh God, there's no food in the fridge. Oh God, I'm going to die. Anyways, be sure to check out our previous podcast and some of our other videos. And who knows, maybe if we have the time, we'll make another one. So, thank you
Uh-huh.
guys for watching. See you later.
Bye. See you guys.
I'm gonna go snort a line of Indomie packets now.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna go play Final Fantasy before I sleep.
Good.
Uh,